It started with a question. No breaking news, no scandal. Just a prompt, typed into a machine. If I were evil and I wanted to ruin America, what would I do? The AI didn't hesitate. It didn't joke. It didn't moralize. It simply began to answer, item by item. And what it wrote was not a prophecy, but something far more dangerous. It sounded like a checklist, a blueprint, a to-do list from the shadows, and someone, somewhere, seemed to already be following it. The first item was simple, foundational. Destroy trust in democracy, not with force, not with bullets, but with questions, with doubt. You wouldn't need to change votes. You'd only need to convince people their votes didn't matter. Undermine confidence in elections, especially when the results aren't in your favor. Call them stolen, rigged, corrupt. Make the democratic process feel like theater, an illusion, a trap. Convince millions that the system is broken because it didn't serve you. And when the dust settles, say you knew all along. Move on. Leave the ashes behind. Then, target the press. Flood the airwaves with lies. Accuse the media of bias, of betrayal, of treason. If they expose you, call it fake. If they question you, call it hate. Over time, truth becomes slippery, relative, flexible. People stop believing what they see, what they hear, what they know. Not because they're blind, but because they're exhausted. Truth, after all, can't outrun repetition. Say something often enough, and it becomes more real than fact. Confusion becomes the strategy. Chaos, the tool. If you can't control the truth, bury it. Next, divide the people, not with policy, with identity. Stoke resentment between rural and urban, north and south, black and white, native and immigrant. Turn compassion into weakness, difference into danger. Make people fear each other more than they fear you. Use slogans that sound like unity, but deliver division. Create enemies inside the country. Give them names. Give them faces. Make every neighbor a suspect. Every conversation a trap. A nation at war with itself doesn't notice who's pulling the strings. Then, attack the system itself. Discredit the courts, the agencies, the watchdogs, the referees. Say the system is rigged until it obeys. Then say it's fair. Appoint loyalists, not experts. Judges, not jurists. Actors, not advisors. Reward obedience. Punish independence. Turn the institutions of law into extensions of your will. Slowly, quietly, power centralizes. Not with a bang, but with a shrug. Use faith as a weapon. Not to uplift, but to control. Hold up holy books you don't read. Invoke gods you don't fear. Stand in sacred places as if they were sound stages. Say your enemies hate religion. Say only you protect it. Turn the pulpit into a podium. Convince believers that you, somehow, are the chosen one. Not despite your sins, but because of them. Because power, in the end, is the only proof that matters. Mock science. Question medicine. Undermine expertise. Frame facts as opinion. Paint intelligence as arrogance. Tell people that what they feel is more important than what they know. And when a crisis comes, be it pandemic, climate, or catastrophe, sow doubt, delay, distract, blame. Say it will disappear. If it gets worse, say it's someone else's fault. And if it gets better, take the credit. Never admit failure. Let others bury the bodies. You keep moving. Rebrand nationalism as patriotism. Wave the flag. Wrap yourself in it. Make love of country synonymous with love of you. Tell people they are the country, and that any criticism of you is an attack on them. Speak in absolutes. Say you're the only one who can fix it. Promise safety. Deliver fear. If people feel surrounded by threats, real or imagined, they will cling to whoever promises to fight for them, even if you're the one lighting the fire. Undermine global alliances, mock partners, dismiss treaties, walk away from shared commitments, make loyalty to the world look like betrayal of the homeland. Praise strongmen abroad, envy their power, echo their words. Say diplomacy is weakness, say isolation is strength. Then ask, why should we help anyone else? America. First becomes America alone. And that's the point. Exploit anger. Fuel it. Direct it. Monetize it. Turn rallies into rituals. Chants into sacraments. Say outrageous things. Then say you were joking. Or serious. Or both. Never apologize. Never retreat. Your supporters will defend you. Your enemies will obsess over you. Either way, you control the conversation. And when words fail, let the crowd do the talking. Wage war on memory. Rewrite the past. Blur the present. Control the future. Say you never said what you said. Did what you did. If caught, deny. If proven, distract. Create a version of reality that shifts to your needs. A moving target can't be pinned down. A loyal audience won't care. Turn law into suggestion. Undermine accountability. Pardon friends. Threaten foes. Ignore subpoenas. Mock investigations. Call prosecutors corrupt. Say trials are political. Frame justice as revenge, and revenge as justice. Eventually, people stop expecting consequences. And when there are none, there is no law. Only power. Corrupt the census. Suppress the vote. Gerrymander districts. Close polling places. Make it harder for the poor, the young, the marginalized to participate. Say it's about security. Make rules that don't look like suppression, but work like it. Say everyone has the right to vote, then make sure fewer people can. Power doesn't need to be earned, just maintained. By any means. Turn government into business. Treat the presidency like a brand. Put your name on buildings, hats, vaccines. Fill your inner circle with family. Use your office to sell products, settle scores, gain favors. Mix state and self until the lines blur. Let taxpayers fund your ego. Let loyalty replace qualifications. If someone calls it corruption, say it's success. Say it's smart. Say it's legal. Then ask, who wouldn't? Weaponize culture. Make every argument about identity. Create outrage over symbols, songs, and slogans. Vilify athletes who kneel. Drag performers who sing. Teachers who speak. Use schools as battlegrounds. Books as ammunition. Make the smallest issues feel existential. If people are angry enough about bathrooms and pronouns, they won't notice the money vanishing, the rights eroding, the freedoms fading. Distraction becomes dominance. Flood the zone with noise, lies, memes, tweets, outbursts. Overwhelm the senses. Leave no time for reflection. No room for response. Make every day a crisis. Every hour a headline. Every moment a choice between reacting or surviving. And when exhaustion sets in, offer relief. Say, only I can fix it. And they will believe you. Not because it's true, but because it's easier than believing anything else. And when democracy finally resists, send the mob. Dress it in flags. Wrap it in slogans. Fuel it with lies. Tell them to fight like hell. Then step back. Let them breach the walls. Watch windows shatter. Bodies fall. Oaths break. Then say, it wasn't me. Say, they were peaceful. Say, they were patriots. Say, I love them. Blame the other side for everything. Call accountability a witch hunt. Call consequences persecution. Say you're the victim. Say you're being silenced. Say they're coming for you. Make people believe that democracy is dangerous, that fairness is fraud, that only your rule is real. And then, smile. Smile as the system contorts, as the courts buckle, as the people fight. Smile as the list you never wrote unfolds, item by item, line by line. Because maybe you didn't invent it. Maybe you just read it. Out loud, step by step. And no one stopped you. Because while the AI simply answered a question, someone saw a strategy. Not a warning, a roadmap, not fiction, a formula. Maybe it wasn't a prophecy. Maybe it was a blueprint. And someone just read it out loud. This is the irony. And that's the irony. So, disclaimer. This video is a work of satire and fiction. It is intended for entertainment purposes only and should not be interpreted as fact, news, or a representation of real events. Any similarities to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events, is purely coincidental.